Welcome, guys, once again. Actually, this is the first one because the last one got outdated. But anyways, welcome to the video. My name's Jody. This is Will.
Hi.
We're basically doing a video. It's going to be every Saturday or so. We're going to upload a video where we go over a few topics in the news. We'll go over like 2 serious topics and then 1 not so serious, but something that's in the news, that you guys are probably seeing. And, just give our opinions on it. Try to make it as funny as possible, if that's the case. Some of them aren't that easily manipulated to be made funny. So,
No.
like the first one today. The first topic is, this was actually one of the main stories on BuzzFeed today. Obama doesn't attend Justice Scalia's funeral. And Trump uses it as an excuse to say he's a Muslim. So, if you guys don't know, one of the Supreme Court justices, Scalia, you guys might remember him, glasses, slick black, look like a mobster almost.
Well, he is Italian.
Okay, so, yeah, I mean, that kind of guy, I mean, you've seen him before, I'm sure, which we'll have a picture up in the video of him. He passed away, unfortunately, which leaves a seat vacant. There's a lot of controversy just in that section of it, but there's also Donald Trump saying that he didn't attend it because he was a Muslim. What do you think? I mean, he went to the visitation, you said, right?
He did go. Him and Michelle both did, and I saw that when I was on break the other day. But I think the whole entire, because he's a Muslim thing, that's just running into the dirt. It's been almost, it has been 8 years since he's been in office.
We get it, Donald. You really like to say that, but it's past it. And
next thing Obama does is just going to be, he doesn't have a birth certificate.
I don't think he really needs to be saying anything, because he just accused the Pope of, Basically, he's been saying, the Pope shouldn't be getting involved in political things. He shouldn't be saying the things because he is not one to question another man's faith, but yet he does it all the time.
Yeah.
He's saying that basically anybody that's honorable enough, like a political person or the Pope, or a religious leader, shouldn't question another man's faith or his ideals. But
it's not that. Well, he technically did by saying anybody who wants to build a wall isn't a Christian. And then I saw a picture today with that quote, and then right under it's a picture of the Vatican. It's just covered in walls.
Right, because the Vatican City is different, though. Donald Trump wants to stop people from coming in. We can go into Vatican City.
That's what I was saying. It's open to anybody as long as you have a passport or you're a
some people
citizen.
Believe anything they see on the internet, and then they think that, oh, well, look, they've got a wall, so they're obviously hypocrites to saying, Donald Trump is wrong.
Obama wants to take our guns, but his Secret Service is filled with them.
Yeah, that sort of thing. It's like, I mean, out of all, he's got such a low gun rating anyways, you guys shouldn't even be questioning that.
Yeah.
But anyways, yeah, Donald Trump, you've been using this, they say you can only beat a dead horse so many times, but, I mean...
Then you just get glue and Jell-O.
I mean, yeah, that thing's just mutilated at this point. You just kept beating it. You've been beating it since, 2008? That sounds so wrong, but yeah, he's been beating it since 2008. Donald Trump, you're a heavy beater, man. We don't need that.
No lube.
Right, no lube. Yeah, the guy's been just... I mean, he uses it because he knows it works and people still listen to him, but...
On the funeral itself, though, it wasn't the actual funeral, but it was kind of it was during the visitation. It's gotta suck for his, kid. He's the priest who's doing the actual funeral.
Scalia?
Yeah.
Scalia's, yeah, okay.
That's gotta suck.
Well, I mean, he's probably honored to do it at the same time.
Yeah.
But, so the big question now, involving that is basically the nominee who's going to go to the Supreme Court. Obviously, the Republicans are trying to stop Obama from putting a nominee in there because right now it's split 4-4, liberal, conservative justices. Yeah. So to put one in there would weigh, for the Democrats. But they're basically the only argument they have is that he's going to appoint someone that's liberal, but they obviously don't understand law because that's his right to do so. That's the president's right is to appoint.
Well, he's already nominated one. Would this be the most president or the most justices that the president's appointed?
What's he nominated?
What's
he nominated right now?
It's I don't remember. It's the Mexican chick or whatever.
Oh yeah.
I don't remember her name.
Yeah, no, I know who you're talking about. Yeah, he nominated her. Well, I guess that would be 2 for him. Ronald Reagan nominated Scalia.
Yeah.
Back in 82 or something.
Yeah, but in just one term as a president.
I don't know.
Well, it's his second term, but during his, I guess, legacy as president.
I don't really know. I don't know who's nominated the most. I mean, that's something we can look
besides,
up in the
like,
video and put it, maybe in
besides like the first court, I guess. But that was kind of like a group decision or some shit, probably.
Yeah, I mean, we can put that in the annotation. Which president. If you guys know, put it in the comments down below. I'm not too sure, honestly, but yeah. So he's going to be nominating someone. I mean, to leave the seat vacant is not good, because basically the cases that they have already been working on, they have to make a decision, and if it gets split, it goes to the lower court's rulings, which obviously didn't work the first time, so it kind of throws those out of whack, and they need to get somebody in there, so that they can make a proper decision on those cases.
Yeah. And that was kind of big. That was Scalia's thing. I saw in the thing. Like, he was like the voice of for decision making. He did a lot of it.
Right. Yeah. I mean, he was kind of that swing vote. I mean, even on the gay marriage ruling, I mean, obviously I don't think he ruled in favor of it, but his dissent was essentially, it's not supposed to be that way, but it's also not the court's right to choose. But anyways, I mean, I don't really know what the plan is for that, because even if they stop Obama from nominating a president, I mean, more than likely it's going to be a Democratic president in the next term regardless.
True.
I mean, you don't see Trump or anyone getting up there to nominate a Supreme Court justice. So, I mean, basically what they're delaying is the inevitable. I mean, they're not really stopping anything. They're just delaying Obama from making the choice, which is really they're like comic book villains, really. It's like Batman, and then that's the Joker. He's just fucking with him.
Yeah, I mean, even then, majority of the justices are, super old, so who's to say
Obama... Ruth Ginsburg is, 87?
Something like that,
so,
yeah.
She's really old. So, I mean, you're looking at changes here pretty soon. I mean, if she doesn't retire, you could see her going off the bench soon. There's the possibility of two justices right now, either dying or retiring. So, you're looking at a possible three justices appointed within probably the next, from now to the next 8 years.
Yeah, that's what I was pointing out to. Even if Obama does pick another one, whoever the next president is pretty much has a decent chance of hanging
right, and that could sway the court in a tremendous way. When you get almost a 6-2 ruling liberal than conservative, which could change it quite a bit. But yeah, crazy topic. Donald Trump, once again, doing Donald Trump. If you guys have any comments about that, please let us know what you think down in the comments below. We'll definitely read those on the next video.
Okay. The next one we have here is over the Nevada caucus.
Okay, yeah. So Nevada caucus, where the Democratic caucuses are happening, it looks like Hillary Clinton did just win by a 4.5% margin or something like that.
Yeah, she didn't feel the burn this go around.
Yeah, she didn't feel the burn this go around, which was to be expected. Nevada itself was leaning more towards Hillary. But I think, I think I put it there. Bernie's still really confident. Obviously, he understands, that he's competing against super PACs. I think that was actually one of the things he gave in basically his concession speech, if you will, for losing that state. That he understands he's battling, major corporations here, and they're going to lose.
Then, from what I saw the other day, Hillary's hitting him off as a one-dimensional, I guess, candidate. He's only going over one topic. And then whenever somebody asks Bernie over it, Bernie just goes, apparently she hadn't watched the hour-and-a-half thing when he went over 15 to 20 different topics.
Yeah, he's definitely a multi-level guy. I think that was kind of vague of her to say. He's one-dimensional. He speaks on a variety of topics, just the main one being income inequality and inequality in general, whether it be race-related or economy-related. Sure, she's also one to speak on multiple things, women's rights, things like that, but so is Bernie. I mean, you look at the two candidates, they have a lot in common in regards to what they talk about. They may disagree on how they talk about it, their opinions on that certain topic, but they're definitely multidimensional candidates, unlike a lot of the Republican candidates that you see right now, like Donald Trump.
Building a wall.
They have to ask him a question just for him to bring the topic up. It's not he does it on his own, and when he does, it's just he usually tries to avoid the question, blame one of a colleague or something like that. Just what's going on.
Megyn Kelly or whatever her name is. It's her fault, not mine.
Megyn Kelly, yeah. I mean, you got punked out by Megyn Kelly. She made you miss a whole debate, and you can lie and say that's not what it was, but we all know it is. Then, I mean, Jeb Bush also got, so there was a Rotary dinner today, and he was speaking at it, and basically the guy just comes up and he's like, oh, that's all the time. He's in the middle of, giving one of his grand speeches, and he gets booted off the stage. I'll link that below. That one's pretty funny.
I didn't read it, but Politico put out an article. I saw just like looking at Twitter earlier. It had a picture of Jeb Bush on it. It said like GOP elders are starting to suggest like the lower percentage candidates start dropping out.
I mean, yeah, because honestly, all you're doing is clogging the field, and every once in a while you'll have a good debate, but you're not going to win overall. So why be in the entire thing when you're not going to win? I think like maybe Ben Carson would probably be a good one to step down. I understand he's got his his conditions and concerns about why he wants to stay in the race, but nobody's listening to you at this point, Mr. Carson. As much as I feel like you're probably one of the better ones on the stage, but
he doesn't have the projection.
You just don't. You just some have it, some don't. You don't know how to run a campaign. I'm sorry.
Maybe next time.
Maybe next time.
Maybe
next time if you get maybe some adrenaline in you, or maybe just even a little bit of hype in you.
Start doing cocaine.
I don't know about cocaine, but something just to pump you up to that next level.
Caffeine pills will keep it legal.
Yeah, I mean caffeine is legal. Go ahead, Mr. Carson. That might help. Carson.
Is Fiorina still in it?
Carly Fiorina.
I think
I think she's still. I don't think she's dropped out yet.
She's one of the ones who's like probably needs to.
Yeah.
But she's kind of on the wall where one debate could probably bring her back, and not much though.
Right. I mean, pretty much you're running for the third spot at this point.
Yeah.
It's between Trump and either Rubio or Cruz. But Rubio's falling off now, so it's mainly going to be Cruz. So you're really fighting for third spot. So just go ahead and take an L for the team, like you need to, and pick a candidate to support. Stick with it. It's really good. What you got to do at this point. What's the next one? I think it's Kanye.
Yeah, Kanye's broke. Much.
Kanye is stating that he's $53 million in debt after releasing The Life of Pablo. I just don't believe that. I think that's Kanye being Kanye.
Yeah. Zuckerberg, help me, bro.
Yeah, I mean, you're seeing all these hilarious pictures. I saw one today. It was like the Donald Trump thing. It said, a small loan of $53 million to start a business. But I think that's just Kanye blowing steam, basically.
Yeah.
Keeping his name in the media makes people go to the album more. This is just, like a common thing that you can do to keep your name up.
I saw one picture that had Kanye, and the caption was like, says not to marry gold diggers, but asking for a small loan of $53 million.
Right. And the bad thing is people call Kim Kardashian a gold digger, but she's worth a lot of money, guys. Sure, she took something to get that, and you guys know what she took, but
Ray J still hit it.
What she's done after that, she did that on her own. I mean, her app is like top of the App Store right now. I mean, they're making a lot of money just off what was that, Kim Kardashian like fashion game or something like that. They made amazing amounts of money off that. Plus, there's like Kimoji now and all that. Kimoji, it's emojis for your iPhone, but it's like, like her butt in the white like leotard thing. And there's a bunch of them. And
it's not like she was broke to start out.
Right, they were not a broke family.
Her dad made bank off that OJ case.
Right, and if she was just a gold digger, I think, maybe she would have probably stayed with, what's his name? Chris Humphries, whatever his name is, played for the Nets.
Yeah.
I mean, she's with Kanye. I mean, and apparently they share their incomes. All the money they make is shared between the two. And honestly, I feel like if he was broke, $53 million.
$53 million?
Yeah, $53 million in debt is quite a bit. And he's building a new pool. I mean,
I think it's just because Drake said he got a bigger pool than Ye.
Yeah, that's probably what it is. He's probably like, nobody's going to have a bigger pool than Ye. But, yeah, I mean, $53 million, not Kanye. I'm sorry.
No.
That's just he's using it for some type of benefit, whatever it may be, just get people to the album, maybe his name in the media, whatever it is.
Well, that was my thing. Like, I understand, like, you might be broke, but why are you only, like, putting your album on Tidal? I mean, I know it's more expensive than Spotify for, like, but, I mean, is he still just getting, like, so much on the, like, I guess the song listen, or?
Well, if you have Tidal, I think you have to still buy the album for, like, $20, don't you?
So that'd be, like, $40. It's being, like, the high-end.
Well, you can start the trial for Tidal. It's, like, $9.99 or something like that. But then you got to pay $20 for the album. But or maybe it's free now. I don't remember. But I've got it. I got it for free. There's, I think, when you do things like that, people are just going to ignore it regardless. So you need to just make sure it's open to the masses. In some way, you need to be making advertisement revenue off of it in whatever way possible. He could have made a deal with Spotify to put it on Spotify. I understand Tidal is Jay-Z's company, and that's Jay-Z and him are really close, obviously. But I don't know. I think it's
even just putting out a CD out alone. I mean, you're Kanye. People are going to buy it.
Exactly. I think that they're just using Tidal right now to get as many people as possible subscribed. They're going to use that advertisement revenue, like I said, because there's advertisements on Tidal. You may not notice them, but they're there.
Yeah.
And eventually we'll see it come out on CD, Spotify, iTunes. He's not going to ignore those platforms for one platform. Basically, this is probably like some type of favor to Jay-Z, just to start out. Hey Jay, I'm going to put out my new album on your platform first.
Yeah.
For let's probably say, like, you never know. I mean, there's probably a deal somewhere. I mean, I'm sure there's a deal, but there's a deal somewhere. Maybe he's got to keep it on Tidal for a month or two before he can release it on these other platforms. It's very possible. We'll find out soon.
Well, is anybody besides, I guess, well, they're not even like Tidal exclusive, Jay-Z and Beyonce's not, but is that actually the only exclusive thing that Tidal has?
Yeah. I haven't seen too many. I haven't heard of any other albums coming out that are just exclusive on Tidal. Lil Wayne's album was exclusive on Tidal. No Ceilings 2. His mix, No Ceilings 2 was another thing about it. But then it was on, I think it's on iTunes now, if I remember right. I don't remember. Actually, I'm not sure. It may not be on iTunes. But I've got that as well. But, people are going to use different ways to get those things. And, Kanye obviously understands this. He's a marketing genius. He gets that. It's probably just going to be for a short period of time. It's going to be on Tidal, and then it's going to move on to, some other type of platform.
Even then, especially with, like, the Yeezys and stuff, he could probably lower the prices down to maybe about what Nike and Jordans run. And still make money.
Yeezys are only $200 retail.
No, just not the shoes. I'm talking about the shoes and the clothing line.
Oh, yeah, his clothing line's ridiculous. Like a tattered shirt's like $2,500.
Yeah.
Nah, I don't know. I don't know about that. I mean, I think that's the whole point of keeping it exclusive, if you will. You don't want to appeal to the masses, but you also want people to strive to get those types of things. Which I understand the shoes. I really like the shoes. The new black Yeezys are really nice, but the clothing line, not so much. I mean, no. I'll be okay. I think everybody's okay with that. But I get what he's doing. He wants to do it. He's Kanye. He does what he wants.
Pretty much.
He's the Arnold Schwarzenegger of rap. Because he does what he wants.
He do what he wants.
He does what they wants.
He do you.
Yeah, I mean, you think about it. Arnold Schwarzenegger was, this immigrant from Austria. Obviously he was, Mr. Universe?
Yeah, he was like a retailer in L.A. before he actually got an acting role.
Yeah.
Or was that Stallone? No, that was Arnold.
Yeah. And, he was told because of his accent, the way he looked, he would never be, a movie star. It just wouldn't fit. And he became one of the highest grossing actors ever, in action movies. Obviously, Terminator. Put the cookie down. Put the cookie down. There's all kinds of movies. And he's excelled. He became a member of the Kennedy family. And went into politics. Was governor of California. He does what he wants. He has a vision, sets out to do it, and gets it done. Kanye does the same thing.
Is it sponsored? Is it actually his own like a protein brand? He's got like the like creatine and stuff too.
Yeah, I think he's even got like a gym. To be honest, like in California. Now that I think about it, yeah, just multiple types of branding, which most people have at that level, but. Yeah. Whatever he wants to do, he does it. If he wanted to sing, he would do it. I don't know how successful it would be, but that's just, the type of person he is. Whatever he is, whatever vision he has, he accomplishes it.
I want to listen to Arnold Schwarzenegger saying like Conway Twitty and stuff now. I can see that's what he would go for.
I don't know about that.
I want to see that.
I don't know. But, no, definitely Kanye, Donald Trump, they're up there in the news.
Yeah.
And if you guys have any more topics about those two people or anybody really, any topics in the news, we try to check like BuzzFeed, CNN, the main news sources, Fox News, whatever happens to be in the headlines, we try to talk about just a little bit. If you guys have topic ideas, it doesn't have to be news related. It could just be advice. I don't know what kind of advice you would want from us, but advice. Maybe just
lefty loosey righty tighty.
Yeah, anything like that. Just anything you guys want to hear about us talk about or reference in our videos, please let us know down below in the comments. We'll definitely try to cover it. And I think that's going to be it for this video. Drop a like if you did enjoy. And I've been Jody.
I'm Will.
All right, and peace out, guys.